Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well, and thank you so much for all of the love on my Valentine's Day series so far. Honestly, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you massively. In this video, we are going small. We are going super duper cutesy dootsy. Is dootsy a word? It is today. Of course, we are using temporary tattoos. I fell in love with these ones. They're so graphic and they look like a black ink pen outline, and I knew they would fit with the scheme that I had in my head. And I bought these beautiful red foil nail gems from Amazon. Would have never occurred to me to buy nail gems for resin. Honestly, I think when you put the word resin in, the price doubles. So definitely check out nail gems for your items. I'm going to be using as well some rose petals. It has been a while since I've used rose petals. I actually forgot I had them. The resin we are using is Vista Turbo. It is the fast cure because it is just amazing and I love it, and it is my go-to for simple little projects like this. And the colour is Vintage Rose by Resin8. I love this pink. It is the most precious pink I think I've ever used. It really is vintage rose colour. Now, again, this is by Resin8. So at the moment, I'm not sure how or when we are going to be able to purchase these again, but fingers crossed someday soon. The mould I have here is by Let's Resin. It is a beautiful pendant mould. I love the fact that each shape is different. It gives every single pendant their own kind of personality. Now I am filling this up the long way round. I'm going the long way round. I wanted to fill them up slowly because what I'm looking for is a clear blank space at the bottom in which I'm going to be able to put those gems. I'm going to be able to put some rose petals. And the best thing about Vista Turbo is that it does self-level, but it moves slowly. It moves so much slower than all of the other Vista resins that I've tried. So I knew that it would give me time to put some of the clear resin in the bottoms. Now, there's no right or wrong here. Honestly, you can do this any way you wish. And also, if you don't really want to make something this small, you could transfer this idea. You could totally take this, make coasters, trays. I've already got in my head how beautiful this would look in a trinket tray with some clear resin, with some, petals, with some kind of foils. I just think it would all work together. So again, if you haven't got this mold and you don't really want to make key rings, you could transfer any ideas that you see in this video into a project of your choosing. There are areas in this video that I have slightly sped up because in real time, this was a solid 20-minute job. No one needs to sit through that. All you see me doing here is using my really old scrappy tweezers that have been in and out of resin for the last 2 years, just to transfer in some of those rose petals. I kind of wish I had really deep red rose petals, but I just have these kind of pale pink and browns. I still think they're romantic. I still think they're gonna work really, really nicely. These nail gems, wow, they put up a fight. They put up a fight. Trying to get them out of that box with the tweezers was a lot of hassle. And in the end, I decided to add some into resin. Probably should have done that in the first place. But you know what? I've not done this before, this specific project. So we kind of learn as we go and we work out what we'd do better next time. I'm just filling in the bottom. That is going to push up the pink, but equally I want enough pink background so that we will see those tattoos really, really pop. Now, lastly, I did not mention this at the beginning. I have an extra video coming this week, and that is a Let's Resin unboxing. They sent me a huge box of goodies, and that included red glitter. Oh my gosh, guys, it is a beautiful red glitter. So I'm adding just a little bit of that into the dregs of the resin that I've got left in my pot. And that is it. We are done for layer one. We're going to come back when these are cured. And the next step is tattoos. Now, I'm just flicking through this tattoo pack just to give you an idea. Every tattoo is different. So definitely don't buy this pack thinking they've all got these roses on. They are all completely different tons of flowers, tons of butterflies, but also some gothic, some Halloween bats. So yeah, they're all a little bit they're all a little bit different. But I knew I wanted some flower heads for these projects, and it was these roses that were my grammar's terrible. It was the roses, guys, it was the roses that were calling to me. So even though they're all going to be a little bit samey, they're all going to be different because they're all in a different size and shaped pendant. So I really just want the rose heads, and I'm cutting them all down to size. Now at this point I have 10 pendants, but I only have 9 rose heads. So I did end up having to use alternative flowers as well. But again, it all works. Can you imagine this on a tray? You know the trays with the handles? I can imagine that with like a river of rose petals running through the middle, some glitters in the corners, and a giant tattoo of flowers in the middle. Honestly, I think it would be stunning. It might be something I need to look back at because I have not made a tray on my video, a proper rectangular tray with handles, for a long time. But I'm just picturing it with this pink resin, with some rose petals, a giant flower tattoo. Honestly, I think it would be so beautiful. Okay, back to the video. As you can see here, I don't really want to over explain because you can kind of see what I'm doing. If you are new to my channel, these are temporary tattoos that you would use on your skin. So you apply them in exactly the same way. You remove the clear plastic film, protective film, and just cut your tattoo down to size where you want it, turn it over and place it down in your mold. The next step would be to actually wet the backs and have them slide off so that your temporary tattoo sticks to the resin, and there you are, there you have it. And if you are new, like I say, temporary tattoos work beautifully in resin. Here you see me just going around with a very wet sponge, and it's about 30 seconds later that the paper is ready to take off. So I just gently push down on each and every one until I can kind of feel it moving, and as soon as it's moving, I know it's time to remove. Look at these. I love them so much. I would say delicate, romantic, cute, all of those words to describe these. And I also want to say something else to describe them, but I know that, you have to be really careful when you're earmarking something as a specific brand, because there is someone out there, we all know who, that will come after you if you use the word. But very princessy, shall we say? Very princessy. I'm not going to say it in my video because I don't want to be sued. But yes, I did mess up one of the tattoos. It actually got stuck on itself. So bottom left, you can see here, it just really failed. So I'm just using a wet wipe with some alcohol rub. And I'm actually rubbing off the tattoo, and I'm going to replace it with another fresh tattoo. But oh my gosh, what do you think? Let me know. I love the clear spaces of resin. There's no guarantee that they're going to still be there when these are cured, but I love the hearts against the pink. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I don't know what's happened to me since moving to Essex, guys. I've been here 8 years this year. I was never a pink girl, but when I do things like this, I just look at it and think, oh, it's dreamy. So dreamy. But like I said earlier, you could take anything from this video that you've seen and create something completely different if you wanted to. You could make coasters or a tray or 3D mold of any kind. I just love the combination of tattoos in resin. It is truly transformative. Now, I did start off top coating these. This is actually the next day, so the resin's fully cured. This is the next day, and I did start off slowly using my lollipop stick, but honestly, I lost the will to live. It was taking me too long. There are days when I've got patience. There are days when that patience has literally packed its bags and left. Today was not the day, so I did end up pouring straight from the jug. Again, this was really just to have control because I want these to be slightly domed and beautiful. I didn't want any overspill. So the reason for using the stick was that I could stay in control at all times. But yeah, sometimes I can't even be bothered to stay in control. This is what they look like when they are finished. I've got a beautiful dome on them. I'm going to use a lighter to get rid of bubbles. I did not use alcohol spray because that would have made all of these leak over. This is actually the next evening. This was when I had time to demold. So again, this is the video I was talking to you about with my night light. My light is really poor. So I bought these ring lights to give me some work time in the evenings when it's dark outside. Let me know if this lighting is okay, but I am demolding in the light. I will show you in the daylight as well, but this is what they look like. Sadly, I got a big bubble on that round one. I was hoping that that round one would be my absolute favourite, but it got a giant bubble right in the middle. And I think that happened for one or two reasons. The tattoo actually ended up being quite big and going over the rose petals. Now, there's no way that tattoo would stick to rose petals, so I think I got some air under there. But you know, I'll keep that one, so it's okay. This is where I got a little bit unstuck. The holes in these moulds are big enough for some of the jump rings and just big enough for my keyring rings. However, I really struggled to get even my biggest jump ring that I have. I struggled to get it through the holes. So it kind of created a bit of a dilemma because I decided early on that these would be part of my giveaway gifts. And it just wasn't working. It looked messy. I had to really clamp it in. So what I decided to do was open up my jump rings, as you can see here, push one side into the hole and then bring the other side back around the back and into the hole the other side. And then I used my jewellery pliers to clamp it. This was the only method that I could use so that these would work because honestly, I didn't have the right jump rings. I didn't have anything that would actually work and go through these holes that would be solid enough to hold a keychain. But this worked really, really well. I literally opened my jump ring, I put it in the front, in the back, and I clamped it in place. Now it feels pretty solid, but I can tell you something for free. These key rings come with no guarantee. There's no lifetime warranty on these key rings. Unfortunately, I didn't have the right tools to hook straight into them. So fingers crossed, I've done a good enough job and they are solid as a rock. This is what they look like the next morning. I've added, which I thought was such a cute idea because Valentine's, key to my heart, and they are key rings. It worked. To add some of those keys onto the keychain. Now I have actually also invested in some keyring tassels, but sadly they have not arrived in time for me to finish this video. I've ordered a whole multitude of colours, so I will be adding white, pink and red leather tassels to these keychains, and these are going to be the giveaway prizes for the lucky 5 winners of my 80k giveaway. I massively appreciate you all. I hope you like these as a giveaway gift. I did say to my patrons I'm kind of second guessing myself as to whether they would be good enough for a giveaway gift, but all of my patrons kind of did reassure me that it's a decent enough gift. So yeah, I hope if you are watching and you have won my giveaway that you do like these. I won't be giving away the big ones with bubbles. I will be giving away the ones that came out a little bit better than the ones that have bubbles in. But yes, I hope you really, really like these. If anything, I hope they've inspired you to even just try this method of, you know, some clear resin, some pinks, or 2 different tones of resin, add in some of your gems, and then get a tattoo slapped right on top, because tattoos bring everything to life. Let me know if you try it. Definitely hit me up with that hashtag, Claire made me do it. I'm really loving looking through all of those photos on Instagram. But I massively appreciate you all so much for being here, and thank you all so much again for all of your support. I will see you all in the next video, and keep your eyes peeled for that Let's Resin unboxing. That is coming to you this week. It won't be a live chat premiere though, but I appreciate you all. Bye.
Look out, here she comes. that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy. I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be. 'Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind. It's just the two of us, just the two of us. But I know I have to try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's given me these feelings that I've never felt before, but she will never know that I love her so well. She's with somebody else and I will have to let her go. She will never know, nah-nah, never know, nah-nah. She will never know, nah-nah, never know, nah-nah. She'll never know. It's like she stole my heart without knowing she did. But I guess that it will pass. Yeah, I can't be the only one who got lost inside the blue of those eyes. I've gotta let her go. I know it won't be easy. I wanna hold her close, but I have to try as hard as I can, 'cause she'll never be